Also, hello, welcome to Real Good Thursday. This is the stream that I do and Real Good AI does every Thursday, twitch.tv/. Real Good AI. Last week, we had some guests on, just like we do every other week. Well, that's misleading. Every second week, every 2 weeks, whatever. We have guests.
Multiple times a month.
And last week, we spoke to a few people from the nonprofit organization Doorways for Uganda and had a very interesting talk about education, board games, nonprofit work, and learned some stuff about Uganda that I did not know. And it was very interesting. This week, no guests. I mean, on my stream, technically they're guests, I guess, but it's Mandy and Craig who are both, they work for Real Good AI. Mandy's the director, Craig's director of outreach. And we're just gonna like hang out and talk. And if you haven't seen the new Mario Kart, we're gonna play the new Mario Kart because I have that now.
Yeah, because he used his influencer status. No, he didn't. He did a deal with somebody on Marketplace,
Yeah, I did a
Facebook
Facebook Marketplace
Marketplace.
drug deal. Met in the Kroger parking lot and exchanged cash for a plastic grocery bag full of Switch 2, and it wasn't a scam. Totally works. I'm as shocked as everyone else is.
I like the specifics of going to the parking lot to do it. And thank you for painting the picture of how you obtained your Switch 2. I appreciate that.
Well, I don't think there's such a thing as a Facebook Marketplace deal that doesn't involve some level of weird, sketchy scamminess.
He
That was
also robbed
this.
some children this week.
Yeah, well, I was gonna tell the story. Damn. What do you think I was setting up just now?
Just giving them the headline clip at the beginning of the clip,
Uh,
and then you do the story.
we bought a table for James. It's like a Hot Wheels slash train table type of deal, and got a smoking hot deal on it because we bought it on Facebook Marketplace secondhand, which is awesome. If you have kids and you're looking to get toys, tons of really great stuff for like 20% of what it costs new from the store or from the internet. Fantastic, because it's like $100+ thing, and we got it for like 35 bucks. It's dope. James loves it. But the the type of Facebook Marketplace deal we did was the lady I bought it from left it on her front porch because she was busy, and I was like, "Cool, I'll just come by and I'll leave the cash under the mat, and I'll stick it in the trunk, and I'll be out of there." And I pulled up, and her 3 children were riding their bikes up and down their incredibly long driveway, and they all saw me like come down the road, and they're like, "Oh, car," and then they saw me turn into their driveway, and were like, "Oh, car," and they like
Thank
retreated
you.
into the garage. And I pulled up very slowly and awkwardly, and right until I got out of the car, literally with my hands up, and was like, "I'm buying the table, the table, the table. Remember?" And they were like, "Oh yeah, mom told us about the yeah. Hey, yeah, it's over there. Go get the table." But it was super awkward, and I'm pretty sure I scared those kids. But I don't know why she let her kids play outside if some stranger was going to come pick up a thing from their front yard. Doesn't
You
seem like
left
she was
out the
fault. I don't know
funniest
why.
part that they were like, "Hey, did you say that she could give that away?"
Oh yeah, well, it was clearly the youngest boy. It was clearly his because I was like, "Yeah, I'm buying the table," and then the older boy was like, "Wait, but wait, did you say mom could get? Are you getting rid of that? Did you say mom could get rid of that?" And he was like, "Yeah, I don't use it. I don't. It just sits there. I don't use it." It's like a weirdly grown up discussion about it. By the
I
time I
love it.
left, they were all completely inside the house anyway, because even though they knew what I was doing, it was still sketchy.
It's true. It's a little sketchy, but it was worth it. James was the happiest boy alive to have it. So
Since it got
he's
home, I
very
don't know that
grateful
he's really spent any time doing anything else.
because he won't let
He's
you
either
do
He's
anything
either
else.
using the table with his Hot Wheels or crying because he's not using the table with his Hot Wheels. And that's life now.
So,
True.
what
Uh,
what are you going to buy next week off
Okay.
Facebook Marketplace?
Oh, we'll have to see. We'll have to
I'm
see. He'll
shopping.
find
I'm
something.
I need content in my life, so I need to keep buying weird, sketchy stuff so I have things to talk about on the podcast and on these streams.
But Craig, tell us about Real Good AI. People were asking in chat.
Oh, so Real Good AI is a nonprofit organization that shares the messages of science, AI. We do all sorts of stuff. We focus on ethical AI research. We focus on nonprofit data science consulting and partnering. So that's when we work with other nonprofits and help them learn a little bit more about their numbers or help them figure out some of the stuff they're working on. We've started doing some cool projects with some other nonprofits around their mission. We also do AI education. So our team of data scientists is currently creating all sorts of cool things to deploy across different platforms like the internet or public libraries, or all sorts of ways to teach different lessons around AI education, um, whether it's for targeted audiences or targeted ages or just in general. We're working on a bunch of different content that talks about science, which is cool. And then we're here to empower the STEAM community. So you're going to see a lot of stuff going on around, well, STEAM is science, technology, engineering, arts, mathematics, and our job as an organization is to empower those things. So we have a lot of stuff planned over the next, well, we're actually working on a cool bunch of cool documents that plans the next year, but we're working on a lot of different programs that kind of celebrate and expand into all of those different areas. So, and we play Mario Kart.
That's true.
Yeah,
True
and I
facts.
stink
I
at it.
I would add to that that we're focusing on like the positive aspects. So when you say AI, like 9 times out of 10, you're thinking like what the tech companies are doing with these big models that are destroying the environment and are lying to you and have no way to know and have all these drawbacks. Our research are to like advocate for and get scientists working on these problems that matter to the general public and matter to people so that people can be safe, so that we can use AI in smart ways to not kill the environment, but to help science and advance technology for people to get access and fix bias and all these things that these companies are ignoring, but that it could actually be a good tool for. So, uh, as well as like supporting real artists and not squashing out human creativity and not replacing jobs, but making it a tool for everyone. So, those are the sort of things we think about when we talk about AI, which I know is not the general sentiment on AI whatsoever. But I hope you come with us and believe that we're like humans fighting for this cause, because I think if only the money speaks, we're all in trouble and we're in an AI movie pretty soon, you know, a dystopian future, but we're trying to fix that as best we can. He is reading chat and I'm reading chat too. He's trying
Well,
to
does
win
he
dinosaurs though,
retread? Not
which is a little
really.
disrespectful because
Yeah, well,
James
this
is
is just
still
where I
asleep.
started. Just chill out. Gosh, I'll
I'm just
go
saying.
somewhere else.
So this is like Breath of the Wild and Mario Kart had a baby, because there's like this big open world map that all the different races are grouped together in, and you can drive between them, you can fast travel, but there's like you need to unlock things for characters, unlock question marks. I still don't really know what that does other than collecting it, but there's lots of little thingies and little challenges to be doing, which is very fun, and you can just roam around. And James is so obsessed with the dinosaurs, so we've been saving it for when he's going to be watching. So that's why I said it was rude to be doing it without him.
I'm
Oh my
dying.
god.
Okay, never mind. I'm good.
I like that everyone gets to watch you drive the cars and not me, because every time I crash, I'm always so nervous, and you're so much better at driving these games.
Yeah, I think we're all going to find out that that's not particularly true necessarily, but I'll take the compliment. So,
It's also
my
pretty
turn.
awkward to maneuver around. It's not like walking around somehow.
Yeah. Well, and if you're familiar with Mario Kart, this does have all the regular like why did I pick the hardest place in the entire universe to go to? What are we doing here? It has
Yeah,
the
you just
regular
keep
Mario
jumping.
Kart stuff, but also this free roam thing is out here, and I'm not sure. I'm trying to get up there. I have no concept of how it wants me to get up there. Does this connect? This does. How does this? I
You
might have
must need
chosen
to
too
go
hard of
over
an
the
area.
arches. Mhm.
Anyway, I'll figure it out. It's not the most important thing that's going on right now. Also, I'm playing as Mario. I guess we can get Mario skins. We were kind of putting that off. You cannot.
Yeah,
One of the
that's
things you
good.
do in the open world is unlocking the skins, and I didn't read what I'm doing.
Physics
What am I
Dev
doing?
Quest, thank you for coming. Thank you for believing in our cause. We appreciate that. Get 'em, bub.
Oh, I'm zooming.
You have to beat
No,
him, or
I think I just have to finish a certain number of laps before my time runs out.
oh,
Hmm?
sorry, I realize I am watching the wrong one. I'm over here watching your stream.
Oh, you get the most up to date version of what's going on here on the stream.
I do. I do. I was just, you know, living in the
If
past, I
I'm
guess.
actually gonna make this,
Do it, Bob.
please
You
don't
got
red
it.
shell me. Please.
You
Yeah, I
got
think
it.
I'm good. Easy peasy. Okay. Anyway, yeah, as far as the video games go, this is kind of the whole thing, chat.
I like
How are things over there? We're fine. Thanks for asking. Also, if you have any burning AI questions, I can't really promise that we have a definite answer, but like maybe, probably, right? We know
I
stuff.
probably do.
Yeah, me and Mandy knows things. That's not very fair. Craig probably knows things.
well, I can answer things, but that doesn't mean I
Ooh,
know
ooh,
them.
ooh.
Yeah, well, I'm
Nice.
not in this when you're in the same room with Mandy. It's not a very good feeling to be like, oh, I know some stuff. Not not Mandy levels of knowing stuff, but like some.
No, I am nowhere near that. I ask many questions all
Aw.
day. I'm like, what does this mean?
We got off-road Mario.
But honestly, that's what makes it fun. We always get to be learning from one another. I learned so much about branding and social media strategy and other things from Craig.
All the real fun, cool stuff.
Huh, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's fun to talk about all sorts of things like that.
Sorry, Yoshi.
Building a
Also, chat,
brand
if you
for
have any
yourself.
secrets that you happen to know or any places you want me to check out, I can go anywhere I want in the entire world. Or I could play Grand Prix or
Well, I couldn't do this one. Try it.
I like I like that Mario had a backwards hat on the other skin because usually Mario doesn't have a backwards hat, so I felt like he was just like,
Oh, well, he's got no
yeah,
hat
no
now.
hat.
Oh, is this just the one that goes around and around? You'd be better at this because
Oh,
I'm a non-drifter.
that's an interesting exploit. I boosted into the P block, and that meant that I started this challenge with a boost active. I
Nice.
started. That's so interesting. So if we ever have like a speed one that requires like is hard and would be helpful to start with a boost, that's so interesting to know.
So Caden the Man asked if Real Good is a US based organization, which we are. We're based out of California. And are we planning to expand to other countries? So we're going to still be a US organization, but we have some international fun things coming up. So I can announce now that it's a thing that we will be attending in October the Paris Peace Forum, which the idea there is to get like world leaders together to solve some of the bigger issues that the world is facing, which means, you know, a lot of politicians and a lot of other people, but we're really excited to go there representing the United States, but also representing our organization to talk about some of these ways and hopefully get people on board with thinking about AI in this new way, and get the pressure from the top down to the tech companies so that they can't just run wild. We're really excited to try and share with them like some of the ideas we've been having, and so we're really excited to attend that global event. But we have some other things we're thinking about that will expand to like helping people internationally, although we don't have any of the rest of those done yet. But very excited. Bob for president, indeed. He is real good AI's president, so we
Yeah,
think
that's
he's a
the
good
most
president.
president-y type position I'm ever gonna hold. I wouldn't. Don't hold your breath, Chet. I am not here to. Oh my god,
How are you
how am I
supposed to get
supposed to
that?
do that exactly?
Wadu.
All right, I think. Okay, interesting. Well, this is probably gonna be fun.
So Captain
These ones. Sorry, go ahead.
Andros asked, "Is AI going to be able to edit videos and do more creative than other people?"
I
Am
mean,
I
it
supposed to answer?
depends.
You guys aren't going to answer.
I can opine. I'm
Mhm.
technically speaking, like, oh my god, I did it. I'm the best.
Nice.
Technically speaking, uh, I guess the answer I would say is yes. And kind of it's already doing that, depending on exactly how you define that. If your question is, will AI be able to replace a human editor in terms of like making things like YouTube videos or making TV or movies or others, it's nowhere close to that. And I don't know, based on the technical limitations that currently exist for AI tech, if it will ever be able to, but I can't say that I know that it won't. But like, so this is interesting. This actually, I've seen people talking about this week. Um, Google, VO3, Google's video thing, if would that just like generates video from you typing words into it, is apparently exhibiting an emergent uh a capability which is not like programmed into it, that they didn't expect it to be able to do. It just started doing this. Apparently you can make it have it make you a video and then take like a still frame from the video and annotate it, which is a thing that happens a lot in regular production circles, right? You'll look at a shot and be like, oh, we need to change the framing, or maybe should we can we move this over here or something to make the shot, whatever, to make the shot whatever you want it to be. And apparently, VO is responding to that now. People have been annotating shots and being like, "Can you move this character over here, or can you change this object?" And it can do that. And I would say, depending on how you view it, like that is editing. That's not editing. But the aspect of it that it can't do, and that I think is going to be way harder for it to ever do, is like editors make projects a lot. If you're a fan, this is a classic story, but if you're a fan of the original Star Wars trilogy, say, when they finished filming that movie, it was a mess. It was unwatchable. It was really long. That movie, those movies, but especially the first one of the original trilogy, are only any good because in the editing room, they had a really good editor who was like, I have some ideas, and basically changed the whole movie and turned it into what it actually was when it released. It's an interesting story if you don't know it, but uh that's a long-winded way of saying yes, but not really, to your question, and definitely not right now.
And and to that point, I think a lot of it is about the word creative. I think it can edit things. So like if you're in a webinar, it will be like, here are the key points or whatever. But uh when it comes to editing, it's that creative element. A lot of kind of what I was going to say kind of bounces off what Bob was going with, is a lot of some of the coolest edits and things that happen are because two people have a discussion about it. And when it's just AI doing it, you're losing that human element. So a lot of that creativity doesn't happen. So I think it really depends on that word creativity and what kind of content you're looking at, but it is not at the same level. Like Bob said, it is nowhere near that at this point, at least from what the stuff I
Right.
watch.
So One thing that I tried just for science because we're interested in AI was I put some of our Twitch clips, so one of our interviews, into one of those online things. I don't know if you've seen these. There's all these startups in AI, right? And so they're like, upload your video and I'll give you Twitch clips of it. And I was like, that sounds interesting. That would be easy if it could do it. And it might as well have just randomly dropped the pin in the stream for every single choice it made. It was like, this is an emotional moment, was literally what it was describing us. And it was like nonsense in the middle of like us talking, and it would like dovetail around things. Like, there's no such thing as it having good common sense for that. Now, if this were a priority for people, like if editors wanted to group together and use AI to make their jobs easier, so that they didn't have to do all the little clippies that they didn't want to do. They could spend their time working on more interesting projects for them. It's possible they could build a data set that might have better training capabilities of this. I think that just hasn't been the focus of any of the AIs. And honestly, the current AI trend is, can we make a general superpower that can do everything? And it's like, no, no, we freaking can't, okay? There's no such thing where one set of data, like one just scraping the internet for things is going to get you every information that you need. Now, do we want it to do that? I'm not sure. But if there is a specific topic that we want people to do, if we collect enough data, it's likely that we can do something to make it better than where it is now. Now, I still do not think that we should be replacing editors or getting rid of everyone. Absolutely. Please stay in the creative arts, for God's sake. Like, everything is on the chopping block, honestly, with AI, because it can automate everything from some standpoints, but it's really gonna depend what the public wants it to do. And that's why I think our organization is so important, is because we're gonna be able to advocate and tell people what the things are that the general public thinks are important for us to do, and hopefully do some of these science applications that will help advance society rather than make OpenAI or other big tech companies money. Sorry, big soapbox, Chad.
We've got another chat. We've got another question in chat. Sorry, two words, confusing them. Uh, we have another question from chat from Zen Skywalker asking if Real Good is going to be doing anything to teach safe and ethical AI use to the dangers of towards kids and teens.
Yeah, actually, it's funny you mentioned that. We have one project. Chad, I wrote a book. It's funny. Okay, I say that, and that's like a way overstatement of what I did because it's a toddler book. But we've been working with an artist and to illustrate it, and there's a book, and the whole idea is it's called Andy the Helpful AI, and the description I'm going to give you is like way more in depth, right, than the actual book itself. But the general idea is to like plant the seeds of, use AI as a tool. It's not your friend. Don't It's like a calculator. It's not like your sibling. So that humans can tell the difference, children can tell the difference between that. Be careful of doing these things. It really takes a lot of water to do, so only ask it when what the task you need is really important. Anyway, so it gets at all of these things, and so that book will hopefully be coming out by the end of the year. We're still working with our real artist whom we're paying, yay, go human art, to try and describe this to kids. But I mean, it's toddlers, so probably it's like a really accessible way for parents to learn about it. So there's some other things that we're doing too. Like, I have um a program that I've developed that's how to build a jelly bean business, right? And so it's showing you helpful and ethical AI uses. It's geared for like kids and preteens. that they can learn how to incorporate AI into some of these things that they like to do to like help themselves, but not just copy things and not use it in an unethical way and try and push them towards the things that AI might actually be more helpful for them towards and show them in like a supervised version like what sort of things they should actually be using AI to do in the future for themselves. So all of that is going to drop at some point. So that program we're piloting it also in October at a library in Cleveland. So we're pretty excited, but we hope to like release it as like a sort of thing that anyone could put on. So we'd like show you the I don't have the right words, show you the outline of the program, and so hopefully more kids can see it online, and or more people could use our materials to educate people nationwide. So really excited. But there's other things we're working on too. Those are just the two things that come to my mind first. But yes, we are definitely thinking kids are one of the main people who are going to be impacted by this wave of AI for sure.
And just for a nice transition into this, AJ posted in chat about signing up for the newsletter. You might be able to
Mm.
see a sneak peek of the character that is from the book, as long as I remember to actually send it to AJ after this call. But in theory, you'll be able to see a sneak peek of the character.
I
And if you
How are
don't,
you supposed
you'll
to
have
get up
messed it up.
there?
I was just doing it. It's just the input you have to do is very particular. It's a test of skill.
It
You
is.
found me. I say my username in like every podcast. Oh, I'm glad you
Found
finally
you.
found me. I've been here, but I'm glad you
You were
found me. Thank
hiding.
you. Yeah. Oh, for cripe's sakes. All right. I'm dead set on doing this now, so this is gonna get miserable, chat. And the game is awesome, Dr. Gem, but yeah, it is expensive. I just want to say I didn't give my money to Nintendo. I bought this from a third party.
That's true. From a drug deal in a Kroger parking lot.
Ay, ay, ay. I can do it when I'm not in the stupid challenge. Why can't I do it? All right. And I like Oregon Trail. That's fine. It's all right.
Yeah, so that's so funny. My mom was like, "Mandy, was that your idea? There's no way if Bob hasn't played it, he would think it would be fun for a podcast episode." It's like, yeah, it was my idea. Oh, good job.
Aye. All
Wow,
right. See, that's
so
what you
good.
have to do. I didn't do it. We it's so good.
It's so close. I give you
Uh,
progress. It's progress, not perfection, Bob.
Viz on YouTube asks, "Are you able to let AI crunch numbers without needing to double check it?"
No,
Hmm.
there's no not double checking AI. Everything needs to be double checked. Sorry,
Oh,
blunt answer, especially
well,
numbers.
just
It's like
like it.
you so this is so funny because it's like a huge misconception, I feel like. Actually, thank you for asking this question because people think everyone's been told AI is not language, it's just a bunch of numbers under there. So they think it's like a calculator built in, right? That there's calculator, that it will use a calculator. It literally will not. It learns off of text and it's making text into numbers. Numbers are not substantially different than words to it. So it would be like word plus word equals word. And so that it doesn't go into calculator mode. Like honestly, I think it should. This to me is one of the biggest blind spots that LLMs have is that they're using this giant LLM tool to answer every question that people have. But honestly, if you give it numbers, it should go into we have really efficient and good tools that can do computing of calculator type things that people are asking the LLMs to do, and it's just like absolute nonsense that it tends to spit back. Now, sometimes the numbers, are fine. Like, I'm not saying everything it feeds you will be wrong, but there's absolutely no way I would trust any numbers that comes out of it. It gets like gists of things. It does not get details of anything. And I think getting the exact right number from a math problem is a detail to me, kind of. I don't know if that
Yeah,
was helpful.
it is no, it is really misleading because it feels like a computer and it feels like exactly what you said. Like I feel like people who are comfortable with computers have sort of grown up and learned instinctively like, yeah, computers are good at numbers, right? So obviously, this computer tool, which is just a numbers machine, makes sense. It would be good at math, but it really I think if people had if the average person had an accurate technical understanding of how exactly LLMs work, they might have a very different perception of it because it definitely changed how I viewed them when I started to understand more. Not that I understand very deeply, but like I started to understand more than I used to how they work and what the problems are with how they work. It's kind of crazy that people are just like, yeah, well, it's my doctor now and my therapist, and I use it to plan travel and all this stuff. And it's fine, I guess, as long as you double check, but also,
Hey, but shout out to AI for listening to people's concerns. That is a big problem with doctors these days.
God,
Even
this
if it
jumping
doesn't
mechanic stinks.
do anything, it at least is listening-ish as much as a machine can listen.
Well, the damn hell am I supposed to get? Oh, now it works. Hate everything. All right.
Dr. Jem, I 100% agree that basic knowledge of LLMs and how they work should be taught in schools. 100%. But they have to know what to teach, right? So that's where we come in. That's one of the things we've been talking with teachers to try and understand what they know and what we can help with to how we can help them talk about this properly, but then also like what they should be teaching from like the scientific researcher standpoint because they don't know either. Like when they were in school, they just wrote all their lesson plans themselves. That's not a thing anymore. But it's yeah. So I 100% think that it needs to be taught for safety of people using it correctly, and it's like so subtle, right? The difference between plagiarism and just copying things and how transformative it can be if you like work with it and do outlines and like change some wordings, and like there's so much that you can do so much faster. But the difference between just cheating and making it gross slop and making what you are going to make but elevating it is so subtle in terms of what you need to teach students. And that's I mean, you're on the internet, chat. Subtlety is not a strong suit of people. Like in general, it's not a thing that people do very well. Bob did
Yeah,
it.
I can leave
Anyway,
this now. I mean, hooray.
so since we're talking about this, it actually leads into the one topic I would really wanted to bring to the table today, which is that ChatGPT just launched a new like mode, like how you can like have it do deep research mode or like whatever other modes you can like put the little things at the bottom of the thing to go into. Anyway, it's called study mode, which their idea was to make it more friendly for people who are trying to brain and learn through ChatGPT, which in theory sounds like a great thing. But I played around with it a little and I like lied to it. I told it I was a student and wanted to see what it was going to ask me because the whole thing is to make it more Socratic, which if you don't know what the Socratic method is, it's just like where instead of telling people things to learn facts, it's you ask them questions to check their understanding and to guide them through the understanding so that they learn to think for themselves, right? So it tries to mimic that in that it asks you questions to quote unquote understand as you're going through it, right? So that's all well and good intention wise, in theory. I tried it though, and it was not spitting facts for me. Like I told it I was like an undergrad in stats, And so like I was trying to get it to talk to me about AI. I was like, if the AI should know anything, it should know about itself, right? It does not. So there were like some things that it was telling me that were like not worth knowing and or like subtle differences. Okay, so this is going to get really esoteric to understand what the example that I gave it, but it was trying to make connections across different parts of statistics and machine learning, right? And so it was trying to say which of these methods is most like a thing. And there were literally two methods that were on their list that were identical except for a degree change, so like an exponent. They're literally the same type of thing. And I was like, you could pick any of those, plus there are these other methods that are all in that same family, but whatever. And it was like, wrong, it's just this one of those. And I was like, dude, you're absolutely missing the point, because like one exponent does not change the flavor of what that math thing is doing, right? So it's pretty much doing the same thing. And if you're teaching people that that's a huge difference, that's your misunderstanding of the concept rather than the math. Like, it had no idea that those things were actually mathematically equivalent except for an exponent, right? It was treating these things like they were complete opposite things. And I was like, you really don't understand these things at all, especially because it was describing them so differently. And I was like, dude, they're the same. But it's so funny because every time I told it off, it was like, "Oh, you're right, you're right. I'm sorry, you're right." And I'm like, that is not how you teach kids. Either you had a point, right, that you were trying to make, and you focus on whatever that point was, but and then it would just ask me questions and I wouldn't answer it and I'd tell it something else and it would just never discuss that ever again. And I'm like, cool. So if I don't like the question, I could just avoid it. um anyway, and then I told it that I was lying to it because I had to confess the truth that I was really a PhD researcher in this and I was just testing it to see how well it did. And then it was asking me questions about my research and telling me how good of a researcher I was, which, and Bob was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm telling ChatGPT."
Yeah, well, you were like sitting there giggle texting your new boyfriend. Like,
As a researcher, you don't get to just be like grossly like specific about research very often. And so it was fun, I'm not gonna lie, it was fun. And but the whole thing was for science, right? And so my opinion was that it wasn't necessarily teaching you, and so maybe math still is kind of hard for it to teach about those things. Maybe if it was teaching you about, I don't know, the Civil War, or something that it has a lot of written text on, for example, like maybe it would do better as opposed to these more conceptual mathematical concepts. Um, anyway, that was just my experience. They just dropped that this week, and so I just wanted to tell you all what my thoughts were on that since I played around with it a little bit. Also, you can just turn it off if it's making you mad, not giving you the answers you want.
yeah.
Oh, maybe it's okay, but you know, who's to say? Probably not gonna
Uh,
make any big of a difference.
I mean, that's one of the biggest problems in general that I've heard, and it applies to like using it as a therapist. And it's AI is way too people pleasy. That it's part of. I mean, I don't know the details, but like part of therapy is. I think a lot of people think you just sit down and your therapist just says yes, yes, your feelings are valid, and it's very like it's a lot of affirmation. And I think that is an important part of therapy, but that's like the setup, right? You're supposed to do that, and then once your therapist establishes a mode of communication and a level of trust, then they use that to challenge whatever your problems are, or probe at things and ask questions. And like, it's not just 100% agreeable, and nothing should be. Teaching shouldn't be. If you're trying to learn anything, if you're trying to use it to buy products on the internet, you don't really want that. Kind of want, like, it's not fun in real life. It's really nice to have, like Manny said, someone who's just like interested and thinks you're the best. But if you actually want to get valuable information about anything, you kind of want to talk to the actually people who will tell you when something is wrong or stupid
a
or useless.
100% in science and education. Those are like for
You,
sure you need the
you
varying
need the
opinions.
actuallys, because even if it's annoying to deal with on a regular basis, or when you're not worried about, getting the best info or learning useful stuff, it's crucial to actually having useful outcomes from stuff like this. But someone, where'd it go? A boss of Tronin in chat. Nope, not you. Ah, what you said is stupid. No, who Finn
Dang, Bob.
Timberlake in chat says, I think it's a joke, but I think it leads to an interesting discussion. Would AI be able to wash my dishes for me and or help the disabled community? Wash dishes, I wouldn't bet on it. AI in terms of applications that would be helpful to people with disabilities, I think is a very ripe area. And I don't have any specific expertise or knowledge about exactly how it would look or what tools, but it's something that I think is definitely going to give a lot of different types of access to things that might otherwise be inaccessible depending on what a person's like limitations or disabilities are in particular.
Right. Well, this is another really interesting topic, Chat. You got me on the soapboxes today, and honestly, I love it. I love the questions. I was watching things today that were talking about like the new frontier of AI, which is so funny. Machine learning researchers always do this, where they solve a problem like kinda okay, and they're like, ah, we did it. Let's move on to something else. um anyway, so some of them at this point are like, we've conquered the digital world, let's do the physical world. Like it's literally that Friends joke, like no joke. um and uh it's so much harder to do things in the physical world. The reason being, there are so many unaccounted for variables. So while you're just generating text, we have so much text to do one thing that humans do. Now, the amount of data that's going to be needed and amount of training data that you can't, like, there's no online repository of people's perspectives of them cleaning dishes, right? I mean, maybe there is, and I'm not on the right parts of the internet, but there's no way that there's enough on that specific task for us to be able to do that in the same way that we've established this for like writing. So it's going to be a challenge to get that data, and then when you do, there's a lot more various. This is the whole reason, like self-driving cars, they're like they work, yay! But like, don't take your hands off the wheel because you might crash, right? So it's the same sort of thing, and that at least there are like rules in driving, right? In real life, there are way less physics rules. Like it's way more ad hoc, the things that could come into your purview that you're gonna have to deal with. Like maybe the dog licks it and knocks it over. Or if you've ever seen, this is another funny thing, I love watching the robot arm videos that like serve drinks and they're just like pouring them out onto whatever. It's like so much of a harder problem. Okay, but people are talking about doing this. But honestly, I was thinking about it philosophically, and I'm like, honestly, the move to the physical world scares me, because the way that right now we're able to identify like if something is human or AI is whether it exists in the physical world, right? So like physical art, you're never questioning did an AI do that, but the whole digital art world is being plagued by this, or all these other things that we know are real because they physically happened. Or like, one way to measure if someone is physically writing something, you can watch them do it in like a Google Doc, right? You can watch it happen over time. Well, if the robot is thinking of it and then typing it, if he's physically doing that, how do we tell the difference anymore. So that's an even scarier future to me because I had never myself, because I understood the limitations of the science, never thought that there would be an indistinguishable moment. But it's kind of scary. I don't know, does that scare anyone else?
We are in it.
Probably.
Yeah. It's a little scary. Who knows what's gonna happen? We're just gonna put AI in everything, and it will be no, you know what? Everything will just work out. I think, right?
It'll probably
I
be
do
fine.
like the idea of it doing these tasks that we don't want to do, and I do like the idea, especially of it being this tool for people with disabilities, because it's it does have that like equalizing ability in so many ways, but that's just not what it would be used for. I'm sure they would start making sculptures or whatever they feel like they could do, having it be gymnasts, have a category in the Olympics that's the robots from each country. I mean, I've seen, at least online, there's a really funny video. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it. It's somewhere internationally. They're doing robots soccer.
I think it was in China. I think it was Chinese robot soccer, if I recall correctly.
Okay. And it's so funny because they're all and they just like fall over. And they're all like, it's like weird backwards toddlers. It's really, really strange. They do not do it very well. So, I mean, if that is the next problem that people like put their mind to, the main problem, in my opinion, is getting the data that would be for that. And there's enough money around it. Maybe that's possible, but that to me is the biggest hurdle, and I kind of hope they don't do it because we don't really need that in general. Maybe some things, but maybe not general use things like they're trying to do right now. So
As someone that watched a lot of BattleBots and plays a lot of Rocket League, though, I really am into the robot soccer, and I hope they do more of that because it was actually really funny to watch. And I was like, oh no, I would buy shirts. I would stay up late. I would watch this as like an actual thing. Um, and then also just on the subject of like disability and things, one of the cool tools that I have found this week around disability and things is there's an app called Goblin Tools, which is it's actually designed around giving reminders and things like that, where you can like it's just another one of those apps that gives you like tasks where you can say, oh, I got to do the dishes or I got to send an email, which I did. I believe so. So Skywalker, if you're still here, let me know. Uh, but yes, one of the cool things that this app has though is it has built-in features that do pull from AI, and some of it is like an activity, like a time frame guesstimator. So if you're like, how long does it take to do the dishes? It has like different things in there of like what you can make in your fridge. So it does pull from it might pull from Chat GPT or OpenAI or one of those, but it uses some of these for like really useful things built inside of an app that helps people with their everyday life things of tasks and stuff. And it even has one of the things in here is like judging for emotion. So if somebody sends you a text message, you can paste it right in and it will tell you if there's sarcasm or anger. So there's a lot of cool things that are starting to develop, which is awesome. And they're kind of like organic in ways that people are actually using it. Because there's a lot of people always be like, we can make it something that does something massive, but at the same time, if no one wants to use it, that doesn't necessarily help. So when you see things like this, it's really cool. Oh, someone else uses Goblin Tools. Yeah, the formalizer is really good too. It's one of those things that will translate the tone of your speech to somebody, which is really useful. So um, I actually messed around with that specifically, like writing things very, very casual, like
No.
and then just translating it into more formal stuff. And it has a lot of different options. So it's really cool. And even if you're not copying directly from it, it's a way to like figure out new words or ways to phrase things. So I don't know. Very cool to see these things popping up in ways that help people figure out everyday things.
well, and the thing about that I think is really great is because to build these apps or to build like whatever the startups used to need teams of coders and developers, and not that anyone can be replaced necessarily. You still need human teams driving ideas and driving productions of things. One can get from idea to the market faster and or easier than it used to be. So these areas that used to be neglected, like helping people with disabilities, can be given the attention that they deserve, because you don't need to sell a bajillion versions of your app to make enough money for it to be financially viable anymore. So it really is exciting that people could consider doing these more niche applications that really help people in such a smaller way. But it could be a financially viable option as to it used to not be. So I kind of love that about it. That's just a thing I think about.
One of the things I also really liked about it was that it was the AI stuff. Like, I know I don't like that. Oh, AI is built into everything, but it was actually kind of cool in this instance because you may not have opened the app or went away to a different web browser or something, but it's all like right there, so it's easy to access right there. And I believe it is actually programmed by one person. Uh, so exactly like you said, they were able to build this thing, push it out onto the into the world, and now that it's out there, they're just adding more and more features, which is cool.
Would contribute to this discussion, but I have found the world's longest P block race.
Now we see you are
I don't
very try harding at the
really
moment,
don't
so
want to
we're not
do
gonna
this a
bother this
third
for you.
time.
Oh.
That was a close one. I saw that.
It's fine. It's fine.
Jason Croix. I'm sorry if I said it wrong. How would it be to detect emotions just for how hard would it be to detect emotions just from text?
I would honestly be curious how well the current LLM models would do at that. Because, like, as I think if you have, I don't know, if you have a sense for it, you can definitely get emotions just from text interactions. But it's not like necessarily an inherent human trait, right? Like, it's a thing that not everybody has the same level of ability to do and to have a grasp on. I have I feel like I wouldn't trust an LLM because they're one of the things that's really bad about LLMs is they're too nice, they're too happy, everything's always positive. They don't have a sense of like emotions, do they? I mean, I know that they don't, but like they don't have a good sense of emotion in any meaningful way.
I
But I
don't.
would be curious because I have no idea how that
I had to
plays
kind of
out.
figure out like what it's training on that about. Like if it's like I'm just imagining like screenshots. Is this person being rude to me? And like those are the sort of conversations that it's gonna use to try and infer emotion from text. You know what I'm saying? Like, how does it know what an emotion is? It doesn't know what an emotion is. It only knows what other people have been talking about with it. So to me, it's going to be really spicy, right? Because it's going to be like, oh, yeah, he's disrespecting you. But this is totally just like a made up thing. I'm just imagining because it needs some data to train on. And so I honestly haven't myself tested this, but it would be really funny to experiment with that.
I I think from what I've heard people use it for, a lot of people use it for like sarcasm or detecting like idioms, or like any sort of uh like what am I thinking of, metaphors and stuff like that, because it will explain what those are. So people that are from, like, I've actually, for example, if some, like, I think those are like idioms, you can ask it like, what is this person actually saying? So I've worked with people from other place. I'm trying to think of an idiom that I can say. Most of the ones I've Googled, I'm like, oh, I know what they're saying. Um,
Well, Amanda was talking yesterday about vulgarization is a word in French that is used to talk about like that's a phrase for them that means like more mainstream. But in English, vulgarization is like, oh, this is too vulgar. 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 This is too vulgar you're messing it up, right?
Yeah.
And so the connotation is like entirely different. And so that's not exactly like an idiom, but it's pretty close to what you're talking about.
Yeah. The one
We were
like
talking about this yesterday.
exactly. I mean, I can't think of them now, but yeah, it's one of those like I feel like that's something that it can help with or sarcasm. But yes, things like I don't know. It would be interesting to mess around with it. It's one of the things that's in the app, but I don't know how successful it is. Maybe I'll just type a bunch of angry things at it and see if it thinks I'm happy. Let's see what let's see what it does.
I accidentally found a spaceship.
Backwards hat
Just gonna
Mario
Well,
too.
gonna explore the spaceship area.
can you go to space?
God, I hope so.
Well, Rainbow Road exists, right? So you must be able to. Are you at Rainbow Road?
No, this is just like called DK Space. All right, I'm gonna see if I can very carefully make my way up to the spaceship.
You've got this, dude.
There's an Easter egg where I can go to space. Game of the year. Is that a barrel that's gonna shoot me into the spaceship area? What does this do? Is this it? Oh.
I like that that Koopa drove by like it was nothing. You've spent all this time getting up there, and there's just, oh hey,
Oh, this is just part of a race course.
oh
Oh,
okay, but
well,
wait, I
I'm an
I
idiot.
I call shenanigans though because I don't think that that Koopa could have gotten back over the other way because there's only a launcher that way. So I'm pretty sure that Koopa was
Calling that
waiting for
Koopa
him.
out.
Yeah, he was waiting.
He's a demon. He's not real. Speaking with chat, have you been watching K-pop Demon Hunters?
Over and over
James
and over
has
again.
been obsessed. All he wants to listen to is Golden. He's all Golden, and he
I
points up with the up, up, up. He loves it. It is a good movie if you haven't watched it. Did you watch it, Craig?
Not yet. I think we thought about watching it over the weekend, but now that I know it's got music, I'm gonna try to get uh Lukey to watch it because
oh, I thought I just found a hack. You're not gonna let me
Yeah.
do that? I was about to just all right. I was about to just take the shortcut of all time. Never mind.
what every time you do that, so I got banned off of PlayStation Network for 3 days one time because I took a shortcut in the game Mod Nation Racers. And they were like, that was an illegal shortcut because I watched everyone else do it. So every time you do that, I'm like, Bob, don't do that, dude. They're gonna ban you.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be able to play Mod Nation Racers on the PlayStation 3.
I mean, I would be pretty upset if I got banned from Mod Nation Racers.
It was a great game though. You could customize everything. The characters looked like all the little vinyl action figures. Oh, it's so perfect. What a good game. They should bring it back and not ban me. That would be amazing. I got unbanned
Alright.
though. We're good.
I won't do the painfully obvious shortcut. Oh, there's little
I know.
news
They
on the.
just want you to not do that. That's why they're all. Eh.
If we're not here so that I could do shortcuts, I don't know what we're doing.
I used to do that all the time on Rainbow Road. Like at that one point in the Mario Kart 8 where you could jump off the side and skip a turn.
Oh, crabs! Why?
I like the danger
Oh yeah.
because it might not work. You might miss it.
But it was the cool thing to do.
It is.
Like in Mario
You
64 when you had to race the penguin down the thing, you could like
Oh man.
No. Oh
No!
no.
No.
Gosh.
We gotta not distract Bob so he
No.
can make it.
It's because we all paid attention for a second, and that's the pressure built up.
The kiss of death.
Clean.
I
It's
did,
nice of them to put a rail there.
Listen, why you try to make it harder?
I'm not.
I love the open world stuff. I buy every Mario Kart and play it for like 2 hours and go, wow, that was a fun Mario Kart, and then I never touch it again because I hate the racing. But like this looks, I would sit here and do this for hours.
We just accidentally ran into this. Like you have to press plus to get into it. It's not like in the menus to get to it. It like was I was like, nah, we don't. It's just like start now or whatever it says, right? It's not descriptive that
Crabs.
this
Why?
is
Yeah, it just
the
says
real game.
it says plus. Press plus to go to map. I think is what it says. I knew those were there.
Oh
No, I
man,
got
the
made again.
crabs. Yeah, you
I got
you
double
got this
crab this time.
time. They really crabbed you.
Here we go, dude.
Maybe.
No,
No, that's
So
golden.
close.
if I hadn't hit
So
two
close.
sets of
What?
crabs,
Oh, is it a timing thing? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Oh.
there's a timer.
One crab maximum.
Oh,
I
the
mean, even when I
timer.
hit the one crab, I had crab.
I just wanted to let you know because I figured this out. If you press start or whatever, you can restart your thing. You don't have to wait
Oh,
for the
really?
time to end. Yeah.
Oh,
So if you bork it up, you don't have to wait. I only know this because I mess it up a lot. There's one, I don't know where it is, but it's over by where the hay bales are that you were earlier, where you have to barrel through the hay barrels. I did it for like 20 minutes and I got all but one like dozens of times.
no.
And I was like,
Well, that was my
no.
fault. I really cannot afford any crabs. You hear me, crabs? No. Well, yeah, I'm not even close. It's nice that you could retry without having to wait for the timer, though. A lot of time wasted on that one. How many people can you have in game? Online, it's pretty high. I
Yeah, I
think
don't
open world is single player.
Yeah, I don't think that this can be, but it would be really fun if this was like two player. But I think they're testing to see if we all like the open world bit because Mario Kart has never been that. We do.
It's unfortunate. I would literally drive around in this world all day. I would just be like a shy guy hanging out in like the weird part of town, driving around back and forth, waiting for people. Just honking at them. There's a horn, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
That's
Yeah.
the horn right there.
Oh, look at that. See this. Look at this.
Yeah, it's even
Beautiful.
got like Tony Hawk stuff in it. Like you could just do grinds and flips and stuff. It's just actually every single thing that I think you like in a video game, Craig.
Yeah, it is, and it has Mario.
No, and it ruined my ramp after all that. Nah. Plus, you can be a cow.
Oh,
I wish,
yeah.
I
You
desperately
can.
wish there were alternate skin options. Oh boy.
Maybe you should do some racing at some point too, just to show chat.
So close.
No, so
right.
close.
Maybe if I can finish this one successfully, I'll go on and do a Grand Prix. I don't know. So that was really good with the sick tricks on the grinding rails. I need to hit that again, and I need to not hit a single freaking crab.
No crabs.
Also, I really like hitting. Oh, fine. I like hitting the wall ride, but I don't know if that gains me very much actual speed. Just looks cool, you know?
Yeah,
It's
it's
like a.
those stick trick points.
All right.
What is the point in
There we
winning if you don't look cool doing it?
Here it goes. Look at this. Beautiful, amazing, fantastic, radical, awesome, cool.
Perfect. Now, the gosh darn heckin' crabs.
Oh, so someone in chat was asking about the new skate game. We played Tony Hawk, and then when the new actual skate game comes out,
Oh,
I will play that all day.
so many times.
You got this. This is the one.
You wouldn't dare, you monkey jerk. No! What even was that?
Tragedy.
God. I don't even know
Tragedies.
what launched me into the air like that, but that's horrific.
Tragedies. But he's got it next time, right, chat? We believe in you, Bob.
I'm about to hit all the crabs this time. Just you
No
wait.
crabs. No tika tika.
Yes, crabs.
No crabs.
It's crab 30.
It's actually Crab 316
Oh.
right now.
Oh, I gave up on my speed because I doinked the wall. Not the doink. All right, 6 o'clock. Here we go. Oh, that's not what you want to see.
The guy had never been there before.
Nah, something about my timing was different or something because I hit that. I honestly don't know.
Yeah, honestly, the crabs are all more out of your way that time. I don't know if that
I,
means you're ahead or
I
behind.
think I'm behind. I think I'm too short
Yeah.
on time right now. No, well, that's not going to make it happen. Dude,
Come
calm
on,
down,
Donkey
bro.
Kong. Man, that's tough.
Yeah. That spiky guy. I swear he's never been there before. I didn't hit any crabs. Am I getting better?
Yeah, it's looking good. You're breaking our hearts more every time, I guess, because we believe in you so much.
That's a tremendous mistake you've made.
The game's done quick videos for this are going to be ridiculous, actually.
Have you ever watched Mario Kart speedrunning stuff?
No.
Oh, that's really fun.
I want to see the open world stuff. They're going to be like, okay, who can get from this side of the map to this side the fastest? And it's
I
going to be
know.
like grinding on all the cars. I'm going to cancel plans.
Going like the speed of light across the entire world. Oh boy. Well, that's not what you want to have happen.
It's actually not that much slower to not do the sick tricks.
Yeah, I'm actually in a pretty good spot here, which means that the crabs could ruin my whole day.
Do the tricks give you speed or do they slow you down?
The tricks
They
give
give
you
you speed.
boosts when you land.
Okay.
But you like suspend a little in the air, so it's a little bit, but not like so much so that there's no coming back from it.
Does a double trick
right.
give you more boost or is it
Nothing
just
bad could possibly happen. No, extra tricks don't do extra boost, as far as I understand, but they help you move in the air if you're trying to like if you're trying to land on a specific rail and keep grinding or whatever, they can help you sort of change your angle. Because what direction whether I do a spin or a flip, I control. Anyway, I was gonna do a Grand Prix after this, right?
He loves Bob.
Everyone put your vroom vrooms in chat.
All right. Well, should I do? I'm gonna do knockout tour because we have a lot of cowboy Mario. Yeah, here's cow. I like cow.
Yeah.
You could just be cow, or you could be coin coffer because of course you can.
The
Or
penguin's
dolphin.
cool. Oh, look at this.
You can be Pirate King Boo.
Yeah, we
You could be
still gotta
fast
unlock
food
a lot of the
employee
characters.
Yoshi.
So the cool thing is like if you're Yoshi, right? You gotta go eat all the different kinds of food because then you turn into the different Yoshis, and that's how you unlock them.
Junkyard
Very fun.
hog. How fast
For
is my?
one
Oh
way.
my god, it's so fast. All right, we're gonna be a junkyard hog kind of cow.
Do it.
Ooh, I've almost got. Well, this is only bronze, but I've almost got medals on all of these bad boys. I'm gonna do 100
150.
because I want to
Oh,
succeed. I want to win. I don't know if I could handle the rejection of getting cut in the first round of a knockout race.
nah.
So, chat, this is a new type of thing. It's kind of like a different way to do a Grand Prix, but there's no breaks between the races because all the courses exist and you can drive from one course to the next. This is a type of race where you race a course, but then you keep. There's 4 different courses you race through, and they're all connected, and you don't ever stop or whatever. They just cut each round. They cut more racers out every time you like finish a course. So you'll see. Right now, this round, I need to finish 20th or better in order to
Continue.
survive, and the cuts will continue to escalate. There's also drafts for or boosts for drafting, which is just if you follow closely enough behind someone else.
Yes, there are. Oh no, you shouldn't have used your things. That was bold of you, Bob.
I got it. Fine, doing fine. Listen, baby Mario.
The sound is kind of atrocious right now. Just maybe we should turn it off. I don't
What does
know.
that mean?
It's cutting in and out every second. Is that hurting people's soul on the Real Good channel?
Oh, there now it's set. Oh, cool. Yeah, now it's staying on, Bob.
Yeah, because I mentioned it.
Yeah,
That's how it works.
I don't know how you fixed it. That was very cool though.
Okay. Thank you, Mia.
All right, here's the first cut wall chat.
Woo! I
Chilling
was
in
really
third.
disappointed the first time I was in this because I thought we were gonna break between them, and I was like doing really bad, but like high enough to not get caught, and I was like, oh no. Thank you, AJ, for the reminder. You should sign up for the Real Good newsletter. We don't send it out very often, so you won't get spammed or anything. We're just gonna tell you when we have real, actual, cool updates, and we have a bunch that are actually coming out tomorrow about all this cool stuff we've been doing. So we'd love to tell you about it, uh, and you should sign up for it.
It's a good. I see AJ is gonna post a new link because we switched a few things. But yeah, if you sign up, yeah, tomorrow we have a newsletter coming out tomorrow. But yeah, we don't spam. But there's a lot of good stuff coming up in the next year. That's what we've been working on. So if you're a content creator, we're working on stuff for ways to get more people involved. If you're interested in science, we've got lots of cool science, AI, machine learning, that whole universe. We've got lots of cool stuff coming up. Doing a lot of cool stuff with our nonprofit partners. Lots of stuff happening all the time. So for
To
everyone
be
that's
clear, tomorrow one email will come if you're signed up. I know we made it sound like a lot is coming out, but it's because we have a lot of articles in that one email. So
People don't get enough emails. I think they could use a couple dozen more a day.
Isn't it nice to put a few human emails in between all the ads for you wanting to buy stuff? Like, yay, science, as opposed to buy this another thing you bought once and you don't need. Bob just unsubscribes from everything, but it's really hard to keep up with.
Eh, it is hard to keep up with.
It went back to cutting out again, Bob. Just a heads up.
I am not doing anything, so I have
No worries.
input on this.
No, you're doing great though. Look at you. You're a cow. You've got 3 red shells. Was that Yoshi up ahead? No, the other guy, the coin guy. Get him. Look at that. Got him. Who's this
Eric,
guy?
yes. Eric says, "What? You don't want to buy an edible arrangement on a random Thursday?"
Listen,
Don't
edible
call
arrangements.
down.
It's not that I forgot you exist. It's just that I don't really need you right now.
I'm just saying, I feel like edible arrangements is really missing a good marketing scheme right now to expand their markets, and that's all I'll say on that.
Because of the name of their company and things that could be related to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or I'm surprised they have another perspective on it, that they haven't changed their name, given that that is the connotation.
I would love for them to arrange a lot of stuff for me. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Come on, Red Shell. What are we doing here? My crown. Give me that sweet, sweet draft.
Does the cow have different costumes?
No, I
Mm-mm.
wish.
Yeah, unfortunately, no.
Get ready for DLC and to buy 12 different cow me's because you know they're gonna
That's
figure that out, right?
exactly what I
Amiibos.
said.
Yeah. But like, I haven't bought an amiibo in probably 10 to, I don't know, at least 10 years. If they release the cow one, I might. I don't even have a Switch 2.
Oh man, Eric says the cow will eat a burger. It's not ideal.
I'm just living up here in the sky, no big deal.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh my sweet lord.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
And this is how the run ends.
what, you have to get fourth?
No, the cutoff is 8th next.
Okay.
That was just a horrific series of events to have happen to me. Truck, where are we going?
What is happening?
What are we
Are
doing
you
right now?
the truck?
I'm driving the truck right now. Okay. I've never seen that happen before.
That was so cool.
That's amazing.
You can't tell right now because it's daytime either, but there's also a helicopter above me, the shadow of which you can see. And when it's nighttime, they like shine a spotlight on whoever's in first. So when you take the lead, suddenly you're like engulfed in spotlight and it's very dramatic looking. That put me so far ahead of the pack. Holy cow. Holy
Yeah,
me.
pass.
Zebras.
Zebra.
Zebra time.
What's
What's up, zebras? Cow delicately puts the banana behind.
Trumpies.
I like that they put the zebras in because they're gonna be like, now you can play as a zebra in the next Mario Kart. Is there?
Well, that's a whole map. There's a safari map where there's like zebras and giraffes and biscuits.
Uh-oh.
Of course.
They're so far back though because you stole someone's car and just drove for a while.
You know, like you do. Ooh, you're going
Sure,
up,
sure,
up,
sure.
up.
No, what does that mean? Okay. I thought the lightning was gonna knock me out of the jet stream of my dreams.
That would have
Is this
been
the
really
end? Oh
savage.
no, this is just the
No,
last check.
you got one
Okay.
more. The feather just kind of makes you jump. I don't know if that's what it did in the original Mario Kart.
I don't recall a Mario Kart having a feather. Not gonna lie. Oh, I saw this in a dream that I had once. Oh, it works. Come on, baby. Get that cloud jump. Oh, biscuits. Oh
Oh
no.
no.
Fine. It's fine. We're fine. It's fine. Oh, not like this. This is my race.
This is the end, Bob. It's all up to you.
I can't beef it now. Oh my god, I did it. Ugh.
Yay, Bob, we love you. Oh my gosh, the cow celebration. That's
Moo,
very cute.
moo, 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 moo.
Moo, moo, moo. Moo, moo, moo.
You ever just
Moo, moo,
moo?
moo.
Anyway, that's a knockout race. So it's kind of just like it's like an endurance race version of Mario Kart. I kind of love it because you can
That
really
is kind
just
of fun.
chill for the first 2/3 and then like get yourself into position that taking over the semi truck was an accidental hack that kind of made my whole race, but you know, sometimes things just happen.
Oh, James is watching now, so you gotta do stuff he wants to watch.
That seems so much more fun than doing just the same, like going in the lap over and over again, though, just the way it's connected in the world. Like,
Well,
I don't
maybe
know who
it's
gets to see
awesome
these
if you like
stickers.
play this game enough to like memorize it, but you're always just like watching and doing whatever it says. There's no like learning these long paths for me at least.
Snowmobile. Oh my god, it's so fast. Cow and a snowmobile, baby. Uh, this one has
You're not gonna eat
cannons.
little dumpy.
Oh, that's right. I am supposed to little dumpy, aren't I? Where is it? Little Lil Dumpy. I'm a cow and a Lil Dumpy, just for James. All right. Well, this is
Oh,
the only one
good.
I haven't done, so I'm gonna try this one. Do motorcycles work like in Mario Kart Wii? I would say they feel more like Mario Kart 8, but less awful. I do feel
What's
that
that?
here's Oil said, I wish in the regular Grand Prix the stages didn't have the part where you drive from one to the other. I do kind
Same.
of get that. Maddie doesn't like that either.
Well, I feel like if they have that part, you should also have 3 laps in the place that you're
Yeah.
doing it. Like, it seems like you just get there and then it's over. Like, it feels like the driving part is too much of the whole proportion of the thing. Like, there should be more of that map that you're supposed to be in. So chat, thanks for hanging out with us this Thursday. This has been a real fun stream for me. I know we talked a lot about AI before, so we're being chill now, just playing some Mario Kart. But if you do have any questions, please email contact@realgoodai.org. We'd love to talk to you about AI and what we're doing and how we can make it better, or if there's anything we can help you with. We partner with nonprofits to try and help them on these topics, as well as like use data science to help them. So we're happy to talk to you if you know anyone who fits those descriptions, or if you have anything to say. Also, please do sign up for that newsletter, because we got some fun stuff coming out tomorrow. You might learn a thing or two, which is pretty cool. Also, we haven't mentioned it yet, but next week we have a very fun special guest that will become joining us for a interview, and that special guest will be Maylene, who has been our summer student. She's getting her PhD in applied math from Cornell University, so she'll be coming to talk to us about what she's been working on this summer, what her perspective is on that, as well as like, you know, her experience in research to this point, what it's like being a grad student, if you're considering grad school, or come with questions, because she's great to talk to, and we're very excited to talk to her next week.
Yeah, this won't technically be her first time on stream, because she did play Overcooked with us one time, I believe.
She did.
But this will be the first time where she's the focus, because she was just kind of vibing playing Overcooked previously.
She also played when we were on vacation, when the
Oh, that's
team
right. When you
stream
guys played
without us.
the that fun Jackbox game, right?
Yeah, I want to play that more. I like that game.
I know, it was surprisingly fun.
Every time we've played it, it has turned out to be a roaring success. Like in person too. Like we played on the Switch. Survey Scramble, I think it's called.
I mean, Jackbox doesn't really miss.
They do sometimes for me, to be honest.
You
But,
can
like,
jump
there's
red
always
shells.
at
Wait a
least-
minute. That actually worked.
Did you use the feather?
I feathered, the red shell was about to hit me, and I feather jumped over it, and it went past me, and then like lost its lock
I
on.
assumed the feather was for. I tried to do it though with the blue shell, and I couldn't
Right.
make it happen. I don't know if that was just like my doing, but if you know, chat, can you confirm or deny whether the feather can jump a blue shell?
Stop. Stop touching me. Eh.
And cool
Wah.
news, the sign up link is fixed for the newsletter, so you can look at that, everyone. You could sign up today for tomorrow. That's called planning ahead. We could do that together. We could all do that together. But I also fixed the link, so thank you for the heads up, AJ.
There's a blue shell dodge, but it's from a GDQ run. Yeah, I don't know if I'm pulling off any speedrun tricks.
I was very confused because James loves Mario Kart, so we had been watching videos of it, and I saw people do it and like not get hit by the blue shell, and I was like, "What are they doing? How are they doing that?" So that makes more sense. I thought I was going crazy.
Yeet. Stop throwing fireballs at me. Not very nice. Chompers. Oh. The ramp turned into a dude.
Oh yeah, I was looking up things to talk about on stream today, and I saw that today is Uncommon Musical Instrument Day. And I know that you two are musicians and have played a bunch of stuff, so I figured I would ask, what is your favorite uncommon musical instrument?
I'm partial to the sack butt.
Yeah?
Of course you are.
Can
No
I?
explanation. I just really like the. It's just a. I mean, it's not a trombone, but it's basically a medieval trombone. I actually do really like the shawm, which is kind of a weird medieval trumpet almost, but it's a double reeded instrument.
Uh-oh.
Yoink! Oh, I mistimed the Kerjigger. Stop! Ah, there we go. I jumped the last one.
I
Oh, please, with the red shells.
don't know if I have an uncommon instrument. We did very common instruments. I play one of the most common instruments. Uh,
Well, you don't have to have played it. I haven't played either. I mean, I played a trombone. I haven't played either of the ones I said out loud.
well, but then how do I know if it's good if I haven't played it?
Just if you like it or not, if you like the sound, if you think it has an interesting story. I don't know.
Hmm.
You don't only like and listen to music played by instruments that you've played. You have you have taste. Tastes good.
Yeah, but uncommon is the problem because what is common? How do we define common?
That is that is a fair that is a fair question because I would have said that I enjoy synthesizers in punk, but synthesizers are common in synth music. So, what is a unique instrument that you
Like I like of like one step away from normal, like alto flute. It sounds really beautiful sometimes, but that's in some stuff. Like that's not like never played. Um,
That's pretty
it's not
rarely played. I don't know how common I would say alto flute gets to be in the entire universe of music stuff.
like if I said that, people would like know what it is, unlike some of the other ones we could pick. Like I could say basset horn, which is just like a slightly bigger clarinet, or like is even E flat clarinet like uncommon because I love E flat clarinet. It's so fun. It's the teeny one. It's very fun to play. It's really grating. It's kind of like the piccolo is to the flute. It's the higher version of the clarinet. That's very fun. And like there's uh my brain is not doing words right now.
I really like
There's
the
the witch's
kalimba.
brew.
I don't know if that counts as unusual, but it does in like American music.
You like clarinet is not gross, Eric.
It is gross. It only sounds
You're
good if it
gross.
has a bunch of other stuff to help it sound good.
It sounds really
No one would
creepy.
ever listen to an E flat clarinet solo
Okay,
unaccompanied.
the movement of Symphony Fantastique, is it where it's the witches
The witches one.
going?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a dream of witches, and it's just like so musically descriptive because it's really cool because it's a sound you don't often hear, and it's like a big E flat clarinet solo. It's definitely cool. Yes, the clarinet is the monster. It's cool. It's cool, chat. Okay. We are a bunch of music nerds. In case you didn't know, Bob and I met in music school at the Cincinnati College Conservatory of Music. So, yes, music school. Very nerdy. Ocarina, nice.
Ocarina is a surprisingly cool instrument. It seems like it's really hard to be good at to me, but like a good ocarina player can play some really good stuff. It's a cool sound. Oh, it's not, I would say, unusual in existing, but I would say unusual in being played seriously. Good harmonica goes super hard. Like
Sick. That to me is sick.
Some blues traveler, like crazy live show harmonica solo, absolute off the rails. Oh,
Speaking of off the rails.
hits pretty good. What's that guy's name? John Popper, Blues Traveler. Very good.
No, do you know what my least favorite kind of unusual instrument is? Bagpipes. Holy crap. Who invented that? It's so loud. There used to be in music school, like right now, it was like after I graduated, when I was at grad school, they had like 4 practice rooms, and there was someone who was always playing the bagpipes. I don't know why they needed to practice that much, but always when I went, there was the same person playing the bagpipes, and it was so loud in like a tiny little area. Oh my gosh, so loud. I hope they were wearing earplugs.
Oh, hey, here's a question. People
Yeah.
want some more nerd stuff. Texas Ranger in Real Good AI's chat says, I once heard Mark describe AI LLM as a neural network, which I took to mean as like a bunch of servers or data centers that all store information and talk to each other and get the information. I guess I'm just more asking how it works. I was asked how it works the other day and I didn't have a good answer. In the nicest way possible, that is not remotely what a neural network is or means. And Mandy can
You
explain it
could
to
be
you.
mean.
I said in it with all due respect, I don't mean this as an insult. No, yeah, it's that's
Network
Mandy can
is
answer that.
right. It's a very technical type of machine learning model that they use in them. And there's specific details that I don't want to get into, but the reason it's called a neural network is because there's you may have seen like if people try and visualize machine learning, it's always a bunch of dots connected by lines. That's depicting like the underlying structure of what the modeling is like. So at the simplest level, like you may have fit like a line to data before, right? So there's like a cloud of points and you're like drawing a line through them. It's doing that, but instead of a whole line, it's saying, what if I just try and fit one tiny piece of that line? And so it does what we call activates. And so it's like in your brain, you have a bunch of neurons that are all connected, if you will, the lines, the circles are the neurons, and they're all connected with their pathways. And so one lights up when you're doing a specific task. So that's the exact sort of thing that is reminiscent in the math of what it's doing. And so it'll like light up in that part and try and model the one tiny piece of that line. So if you're fitting a line, if you're fitting a neural network to it, it's a bunch of little tiny pieces that are all fitting minuscule parts of that line that come together to give you a model. So all models in that use neural networks are just fitting curves at the core. So even though we put in text, it's transforming it into numbers, and then once you have it in numbers, it's doing this liney fitting bit in the background somewhere, right? And so this is way oversimplified, so no machine learning people come at me. But the idea is that you're training what those little activations are. Like, how high do I go at this one teeny little point that I'm doing? And instead of doing it once, they do it a bunch of times. So that's a concept called layers, where it tries to estimate it once, it moves it to some intermediate step, and then it keeps going, moves to another intermediate step, and finally it'll get to the solution at the end of a series of these layers. So if you hear someone talk about deep learning, that's what it means. It means that it goes through a lot of these intermediate steps to get to the solution. So when Mark is saying a neural network underlies it, that's specifically the type of model that they're using to measure it. And so all these problems that we have with neural networks are in some sense because we're doing all these intermediate steps, it's making it deep, or because we're fitting such small little pieces of it at a time within each layer, as I originally described. And so you're fitting just like so much, you're trying to fit these little teeny things to so many things that you tend to do a thing called overfitting, where you have more parameters, more tiny little bits than you actually have data. So it's like there's not enough actual information to estimate that correctly mathematically and to trace back how things are evolving correctly through mathematical uncertainties. So that's probably way more detail than you personally wanted, but that's the idea of a neural network. And you can actually choose other models, like common models that were popular before neural networks include things like random forests, support vector machines, and my all-time favorite, and I'm gonna have to put a dollar in the GP jar again, but Gaussian process models. Um, I like them because they're way more understandable. They have some drawbacks in like scalability and whatnot that I've spent my entire research career trying to overcome. And I think I've made some major strides in the recent times. But my point is there are alternative like models. So like instead of fitting a line to something, you could fit a quadratic, you could fit a cubic function, you could fit any function you could imagine that you can write down in math, you could fit to it. These are just different versions of data driven. They're trying to figure out the shape itself from the data. Um, yeah, thank you for asking. I'm like a cyberpunk dungeon master. I don't know if that's good or bad. Is that good or bad?
I feel like that's cool.
Oh,
Oh, why does this exist? Why am I here? Why are we still here? Just to
I don't
suffer.
know.
All right.
That's a good question, but I don't think we'll be able to answer that today, Bob.
Oh, hey, a looker. All
Looky,
right.
looky.
Coins. Oh, there's a. Oh, I can climb
Ooh.
up to the toppity tippity. All right. Interesting. And I want this P block I want to get to. I need to use that. How the heck am I supposed to? What? What do heck? There's a peach thing. All right. Well, I'm gonna do a loop around and see if I can catch myself and head up onto the. That's the wrong way. Head up onto the roof here for a minute. Texas Ranger says they're just trying to learn, and thank you.
I love that for us, chat.
Yay.
When you did that, I heard baby squeak, happy squeaks from downstairs.
I've been trying to get up here. All right. Oh no. This is just where I want to stop. This is just where I want to stop. This is where I want to stop. This is where I want it to go.
Well, and honestly, these things that I'm talking about, I'm not doing a good job explaining them, chat, because I was not prepared with like simple descriptions of them. Like a picture is honestly worth 1,000 words, and that's honestly why I love research in AI and in like statistics models so much. Most of my PhD like research, I did all this research and at the end it was like pretty picture and like you can like visually look at it and tell the difference between good pretty picture and bad pretty picture. And I loved that. Like it people in science fields like to act like what we're doing is like so fancy no one could understand it, but honestly if they took the time to explain to you the things that they're doing, it's looking at pictures, it's drawing conclusions from a few sets of numbers, like it's completely understandable, and really I don't think that there's anyone who couldn't do it. It's very intuitively based as opposed to how it's portrayed in movies and things where it's like so like you have to be a crazy genius or you have to be like so technical that you're able to do it. Honestly, all the people I've met in grad school, not that everyone isn't very intelligent, but it's really a matter of will to get a PhD. So if you're thinking about it and you want to talk to me about it, I'd love to talk to you about what grad school is like, what having a career in science is like. But I just hope that talking to me and hearing that, I spent 5-ish years in one of the top labs, um, that uh, I can help demystify what this science looks like. Not to say that they're not doing important things. I just think that it's much more accessible for people as a career than people think. because they think, "Oh, I'm not smart enough to do that." But absolutely you are. I believe in you, Chad. So,
Oh, for cripe's sakes. No, stop. Stop doing things quickly. All right. Ah, ah. Want to go over here. God, there better be something up here.
I hope that when you get to the top, it's just the same Koopa from the other one, and he just drives back the other way.
oh
No.
no.
Ow, my parts. All right.
Are you giving up?
I mean, I kind of just fell into a trap of despair. Are these gonna? You just
Oh, can
wanna?
you crack the dino eggs? That would be pretty fun.
I would like to
Doesn't
do that.
seem like it. That would be pretty cool if they hatched. That
This
would be
is like
pretty
the
cool of
door
them.
that the T Rex comes through.
It is.
I'm kind of trying to low key find the T Rex. I don't understand where he's hiding.
He's usually over on the road in the open world. Baby is screaming like a demon some for some reason downstairs.
Uh, oh, this is the thing I wanted. Okay.
He's
Is
so
there
silly.
a way to dismount from rails that doesn't involve boosting
Jumping?
to 9 million miles an hour?
Mm, not really.
All right, here we go. Really need to hit this jump.
Okay, you got it, I believe.
Oh, I might have wanted to go up there actually. Okay. 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 Oh no. All right, how do I? It's like the nest of the thing. How do I get up there? Can I not just? I don't want to
Oh
do Tony
no.
Hawk. I want to get up on top.
We got a vert.
The half pipe, it's impossible to get out of the half pipeness. How do you
Oh,
get in there then? Oh, there you go.
uh, oh
You
wait.
gotta grind up that.
Yeah. Oh boy. Well, this is gonna. I'm just gonna fall all the way back down here in a second. Oh please. All right. What I want to do is this. I see it now. I see it now. I understand it now. I'm gonna try really hard not to beef it. We're not beefing anything. We're going. I beefed it. Wait. I can do this. I forgot. Oh, God's sakes. There's time rewind. All right.
You unbeefed it, dude. Congratulations. Oh no.
Ah, I beefed it.
Unbeef it. Unbeef it.
No more beef.
Okay.
It's unbeefed. All right. So I need to. Man, I wish I had like a mushroom. Oh,
Oh.
oh, 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 oh. All right. Are any of these eggs? No, they're just going to all bounce around. Please hatch into a dinosaur. It's the only thing I want in the universe. I mean, I respect that there's like a lot of coins up here, and I get that that's good for me in terms of playing the video game. But if I destroy all of her eggs, the pterodactyl will do something to me. Huh? What do you think, giant bird, Archaeopteryx, whose shadow is ominously hovering over me?
I think that was
Nothing?
pretty rude. You just killed all my eggs.
I like how Donkey Kong looks at the camera. He's all, hmm. Oh, hey, look, there he is. Hey, look, I'm taunting you. I destroyed all your eggs. That's it. That's all of that work was for this. What a reward.
Dr. Gem says it's a pterodactyl.
Whatever. Do I look like a dinosaur knower?
No, but you have one, so you should be a knower.
Oi.
Well, this has been
Oh,
really fun, chat. Oh, she's going away.
bye forever. Still haven't found T-Rex.
I told you T-Rex is usually out on the road, like out of here.
I don't know where that is. Do you have a direction in mind for how do I find that?
You think I know that? I just know going out of one of the things, I almost got eaten by a T-Rex.
So the big
Wait.
meat thing is a speed boost. You just eat it for speed. Is that what that is?
So those food things are how you unlock new skins. Well,
Yeah.
that's unfortunate. But like Donkey Kong only has one alternate skin, so you have to find
There's
the
only gonna be
specific
one type
food that
of-
unlocks his alternate thing.
That's fine. So you just have to
But yeah,
basically
big
drive
boost.
around in that one area finding that food until you unlock.
Kinda, yeah.
Well, like there's like different vendors in different areas. Uh-oh. Oh well. Sorry, James. I don't know where is the T-Rex. I only know that there is a Yoshi's over here that I've already done et from.
Do they sell cookies at
Yeah, I
that?
guess it's after 4, huh? Is this the
Yeah, I was starting to wrap it up, but then there was more discussion and Mario Kart, so I wasn't upset with that.
well, we can wrap it. We can wrap it. Make sure you sign up
And,
for the
like, did
newsletter.
you sign up for the newsletter? Because that's the real takeaway from today.
Oh, you found him.
Oh, there it
I found T-Rexes. I
Not ideal. You did it.
there. I found T-Rexes. Now I can be finished.
You have completed the dad task.
James likes T-Rexes. Anyway, yeah. Chat, make sure you follow Real Good AI. I guess I could do that. We're gonna raid over to Real Good AI. So if you wanna see where this party goes, you have to follow the raid and then make sure that you follow Real Good AI on the other end. My stream's gonna end, but then we're gonna hang out. We're gonna talk about cool stuff over there. So you better go. Chat.
Yeah.
Thanks for the really cool questions today, chat. We love you. I'm just gonna get stepped on
Yeah.
by a brachiosaurus over
That's
here.
It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Be fine. Well, anyway, we're out of here, chat. See you over on the other channel. Oh, it actually is gonna step on me though.
wait. Oh,
Oh, I'm good.
That was very gentle.
that was close.
I'm good.
So
We're good.
close.
Watch this tail just knock you out.
Launches me into space.
Nope.
It hit that
Hey,
car.
Raiders. Welcome. We dodged. James was so scared. He's cute, chat. He's a whole person now, if you can believe it. He has a big personality, and I love that for him.
Yeah, Raiders. Do you follow? Following? Did you sign up for the newsletter? What do you think, Raiders?
Yeah, newsletter.
What are
Newsletter.
we doing here?
Food, food, food.
We're seeing some follows coming
There's a
through.
thing you could do right there.
I know. Well, I want to see what food I get first. All right.
Nope.
What does Yoshi sell at Yoshi's?
There's like
Different
bakery
things at
one.
different
They're all
places.
just like different restaurants.
There's like a dairy one. There's like different themes, if you
It's a
will.
canyon run. Ooh, an elephant and a giraffe, and more elephants and giraffes. And there's butterflies
are
holding the things I'm flying through.
really cool.
Beautiful.
Yeah, he's still pretty bitey. That's not a thing we're happy about.
He says, "Hi, mama." I think you
Aw,
heard us talking about him.
baby, I love you. You remember when James randomly showed up on Distractable? No, it wasn't random. It was because he was supposed to be taking a nap and he was torturing me. And I couldn't deal with it anymore, so it became Pups.
That's how it
Uh,
goes.
he doesn't like to sleep with me. I don't know why. I guess I'm too fun, but he literally won't sleep on me. And then he gets like real crazy when he's tired, so it's like a
Yeah.
bad situation. So I'm like, hmm, let's have Bob help me with this instead.
Yeah,
So
it was just kind of a thing. He gets overtired, which makes him cranky, which makes him crazy. And at least part of it was because he was breastfed, right? And so hanging out with mom usually meant it wasn't
yeah, party
me
food
time.
time. Yeah.
But yeah, what are we looking for, Donkey Kong? You seeing stuff?
Yeah.
Captain Andros asks, "Can AI make Wade pay attention on Distractable?" And the answer is no.
No force on this earth is powerful enough to make Wade pay attention to. Oh, overshot that a little bit. To anything. Hitch a ride on the runaway truck.
Oh, look at this.
Ooh, it's the fun
Ooh,
truck
it's
thing.
gonna teach you how to do the thing.
More fun truck. More fun truck. How in the bejesus am I supposed to catch that though?
By being good at video games.
Thank you to
Oh, there
everyone.
was a.
Ooh, it's so close. 2 seconds.
Oh no, I had to hit the loop.
You missed the loopy.
While you're redoing that, I was just gonna say thank you to everyone that's following the channel. I saw when you rated over, some people followed, and I know a lot of the same usernames are in chat because we get to see the same chat because it's share chat. But it's cool to see everyone on this side. Um, Lots of stuff going on this year, especially next year. So if you follow the channel, if you haven't already, that would be awesome. It makes a little pop up. Fun stuff going on there. But yeah, thank you all for hanging out. Bob, you got to steal this truck.
It's my truck.
Yeah.
No, it's not my truck. Please. Oh, it's like the end of Speed. I'm Keanu Reeves.
Nice. What
Oh, why did I
a great thing to end on.
Yeah.
nailed it?
Perfect.